श्याम नंदलाल चले आओ, गोविंद चले आओ, गोपाल चले आओ, गोविंद चले आओ, गोपाल चले आओ। मेरे मननि मनोहर श्याम नंदलाल चले आओ, गोविंद चले आओ, गोपाल चले आओ, गोविंद चले आओ, गोपाल चले आओ। मेरे मुरली मनोहर श्याम नंदलाल चले आओ, गोविंद चले आओ, गोपाल 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 चले आओ। मेरे मुरली मनोहर श्याम नंदलाल चले आओ, मेरे मुरली मनोहर श्याम नंदलाल चले आओ, गोविंद चले आओ, गोपाल चले आओ, गोविंद चले आओ, गोपाल चले आओ, गोविंद चले आओ, गोपाल चले आओ। श्री कृष्ण। ओम नमो नारायणाय, 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 ओम नमो नारायणाय। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुर सुधारी, बरनहु रघुबर विमल जसु, जो दायक फल चारी। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके, सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि, हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवारि सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरन बिराज सुबेसा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा बिराजे, कांधे बोझ जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महा जगबंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा बिकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बढ़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही संभाय सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कभी कौबिद कहि सके कहते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपत दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्त्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका बलि मुख माहि जलधि लागी गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपे तीनों लोक हाकते कापे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु सत्य के तुम रखवाले असुर निकंदन राम दुहारे अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता उस पर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाय जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाय और देवता चित्तन धरहि हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करहि संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूटहि बंधि महासुख होय जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साकी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तरे संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसो सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो रे भाई सब संतन की जय। संकट मोचन हनुमान अष्टकम भी करेंगे आज से। बाल सबे रवि भक्ष लियो तब तीनों लोक भयो अधियारो ताहि सुत्रास भयो जग को यह संकट काहू सो जात न टारो देवन आदि करि बेनती देवन आदि करि बेनती तब छाड़ दियो रवि कष्ट निवारो कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। बाली की त्रास कपीस बसे गिरी जात महाप्रभु पद निहारो। चौकी महामुनि शाप दियो तब चाहिए कौन विचार विचारो। केद जरूप लियाए महाप्रभु के द्विज रूप लियाए महाप्रभु सो तुम दास की शोक निवारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। अंगद के संग लेन गए सिय खोज कपि से ये बैन उचारो। जीविती ना भचियो हम सोजु बिना सुधी लाए इया पगुधारो। हेरी टके तट सिंधु सबे तब हेरी टके तट सिंधु सबे तब लाए सिया सुधी प्राण उबारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। रावण त्रास दई सिय को रावण त्रास दई सिय को सब राक्षसी सो कहे शोक निवारो। ताहि सबे हनुमान महाप्रभु जाए महारज नीचर बारो। ताहि सबे हनुमान महाप्रभु जाए महारज नीचर बारो। चाहत सिए असुख सो आगी चाहत से असुख सो आगे सुदे प्रभु पुत्री का शोक निवारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। बाण लग्यो और लक्ष्मण के बाण लग्यो और लक्ष्मण के तब प्राण तजे सुत रावण मारो। ले ग्रहा वेद सुषेण समेत तबे गिरि द्रोण सुबीर उपारो। ले ग्रह वेद सुषेण समेत तबे गिरि द्रोण सुबीर उपारो। आदि सजीवन हाथ दई तब आदि सजीवन हाथ देई तब लक्ष्मण के तुम प्राण उबारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। रावण युद्ध अजान कियो तब रावण युद्ध अजान कियो तब नाग की फांस सबे सिर डारो। श्री रघुनाथ समेत सबे दल मोह भयो यह संकट मारो। श्री रघुनाथ समेत सबे दल मोह भयो यह संकट मारो। आदि खगेश तबे हनुमान आदि खगेश तबे हनुमान जो बंधन काटी सूत्रास निवारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। बंधु समेत जबे अहि रावण बंधु समेत जबे अहि रावण ले रघुनाथ पाताल सिधारो। देवी ही पूजी बलि वेदी सुबल देहु सबे बिली बत्र विचारो। देवी ही पूजी भली वेदी सुबल देहु सबे बिली बत्र विचारो। जाए सहाय भयो तब ही जाए सहाय भयो तब ही अहि रावण सैन्य समेत सहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। काज किए बड़ देवन के काज किए बड़ देवन के तुम वीर महाप्रभु देखी विचारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। काज किए बड़ देवन के, काज किए बड़ देवन के, तुम वीर महाप्रभु देखी विचारो। कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को, जो तुम सो नहीं जात है टारो। कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को, कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को, कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को, जो तुम से नहीं जात है टारो। कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को, जो तुम सो नहीं जात है टारो। बेगी हरो हनुमान महाप्रभु, बेगी हरो हनुमान महाप्रभु, जो कछु संकट होए हमारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, प्रभु संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। लाल देह लालील से, अरुधरि लाल लगोर, वज्र देह दानव दलन। जय 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 कपिशोर पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। राधे कृष्ण की ज्योति अलौकिक तीनों लोकों में छाए रही है। राधे कृष्ण की ज्योत अलौकिक तीनों लोकों में छाए रही है। भक्ति विवश एक प्रेम पुजारिन फिर भी दीप जलाए रही है। भक्ति विवश एक प्रेम पुजारिन फिर भी दीप जलाए रही है। कृष्ण को गोकुल से राधे को, कृष्ण को गोकुल से राधे को बरसाने से बुलाए रही है। दोनों करो स्वीकार कृपा कर, जोगन आरती गाए रही है। दोनों करो स्वीकार कृपा कर, जोगन आरती गाए रही है। भोर भये ते साँझ ढले तक, भोर भये ते साँझ ढले तक, सेवा को नित नेम हमारा। स्नान कराए वो वस्त्र ओढ़ाए, वो भोग लगाए वो लागत प्यारा। स्नान कराए वो वस्त्र ओढ़ाए, वो भोग लगाए वो लागत प्यारा। कब ते निहारत आपकी ओर, प्रभु कब ते निहारत आपकी ओर, कि आप हमारी और निहारो। राधे कृष्ण हमारे धाम को, जानी वृंदावन धाम पधारो। राधे कृष्ण हमारे धाम को, जानी वृंदावन धाम पधारो। राधे कृष्ण हमारे धाम को, जानी वृंदावन धाम पधारो। जय श्री कृष्ण, जय श्री कृष्ण। There is so much bliss in chanting the Lord's name. Though other words seem very important, such way. If that is why probably, all these great sages, they prefer to remain quiet. How to explain the glory of the Lord better than His name? राम नाम की लूट है, श्याम नाम की लूट है, लूट सके तो लूट। हरि नाम की लूट है, लूट सके तो लूट। अंतकाल पछताएगा जब प्राण जाएंगे छूट। हरि नाम की लूट है, लूट सके तो लूट। अंतकाल पछताएगा जब प्राण जाएंगे छूट। जिन राम न जाना क्या जाना, जिन श्याम न जाना क्या जाना, जिन हरि न जाना क्या जाना, फिर व्यर्थ हुआ आना जाना, फिर व्यर्थ हुआ आना जाना। जय श्री राम, जय श्री कृष्ण, जय श्री हनुमान। Let's chant the Bhagavad Gita first. We'll chant till verse number 32 or 33. That is what we have done so far. And then we'll continue with the explanation of verses number 31 and it is verses number 31 and 32. So today we will revisit verse number 31 and go into the deeper explanation of verse number 32. And we are currently in what? We are doing chapter 1. And what is the name of chapter 1? What is the name? Arjun Vishad Yoga. And Vishad is also a yoga. How beautiful it is done. Nastik is also a bhakt. And Vishad is also a yoga. Because nothing that we can see, tangible or intangible, visible or not visible, that can be felt or not be felt, that is beyond or within our comprehension, is all the divine. तो विषाद भी एक योग है और नास्तिक भी एक भक्त है। सीधी सरल सी बात है, there is no complication. It's beautiful. That verse is coming into my mind, sometimes, ये कहने का मन करता है, समझ कर समझ को समझो, समझना भी एक समझ है। समझ कर समझ को समझो, समझना भी एक समझ है। समझ कर भी जो ना समझे, समझ कर भी जो ना समझे, मेरी नजर में वो ना समझ है। प्रभु नाम एक ऐसी चीज है जिसको समझ कर समझ जाओ बस। जो ताकत, that power which is there in Hari Naam, it is not there anywhere. The peace, the joy, the love, the beauty of the Mayapati is far more than beauty of Maya. And that one who understands it, that one Buddha, that one Mahavir, that one sage, that one Birla sage, there, that one Hanuman, then he said, ये जगत के कंकड़ पत्थर मेरे किस काम के, चाहे वो हीरे हो मोती हो, जिसमें श्री राम नहीं है, जिसमें माँ सीता नहीं है, जिसमें कृष्ण का दर्शन नहीं है, वो मेरे किस काम के। फिर तो ये कंकड़ है और पत्थर है, और वो कंकड़ पत्थर जिसमें मेरे हरि बसते हैं, वो अनमोल रत्न है, वो अनमोल रत्न है। The crux of the entire thing is just this. हरि नाम, हरि नाम, हरि नाम। हरि नाम की महिमा अनंत है, हरि नाम की शक्ति अनंत है, हरि नाम की कृपा अनंत है, और हरि नाम लेने में जो सुख है वो अनंत है। पर उस सुख को, शक्ति को अनुभव करने के लिए हरि नाम तो लेना पड़ेगा, प्रभु को समय देना पड़ेगा। दुनिया की खिच से दूर आपको हटना पड़ेगा। Let's chant. ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः। अर्जुन विषाद योगः। धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः। बाबकः पाण्डवाश्चैव किम कुर्वत सञ्जय। सञ्जय उवाच दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनस्तदा आचार्यमुपसंगम्य राजा वचनं ब्रवीत्। पश्यैतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्यमहतीं च मूं व्यूढां द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येण धीमता। अत्र शूरा महेश्वासा भीमार्जुनसमायुधि युयुधानो विराटश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथः धृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरुजित् कुन्तिभोजश्च शैब्यश्च नरपुङ्गवः युधामन्युश्च विक्रान्त उत्तमौजाश्च वीर्यवान् सौभद्रो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्व एव महारथाः। अस्माकं तु विशिष्टाये तान् निबोध द्विजोत्तम। नायका मम सैन्यस्य संज्ञार्थं तान् ब्रवीमि ते। भवान् भीष्मश्च कर्णश्च कृपश्च समितिञ्जयः अश्वत्थामा विकर्णश्च सौमदत्तिस्तथैव च अन्ये च बहवः शूरा मदर्थे त्यक्तजीविताः नानाशस्त्रप्रहरणाः सर्वे युद्धविशारदाः। अपर्याप्तं तदस्माकं बलं भीष्माभिरक्षितम् पर्याप्तं त्विदमेतेषां बलं भीष्माभिरक्षितम्। I just repeat this verse again. अपर्याप्तं तदस्माकं बलं भीष्माभिरक्षितम् पर्याप्तं त्विदमेतेषां बलं भीमाभिरक्षितम्। अयनेषु च सर्वेषु यथा भागमवस्थिताः भीष्ममेवाभिरक्षतु भवन्तः सर्व एव हि। तस्य सञ्जनयन् हर्षं कुरुवृत्तः पितामहः सिंहनादं विनद्योच्चैः शङ्खं दद्मौ प्रतापवान्। ततः शङ्खाश्च भैर्यश्च पणवानकगोमुखाः सहसैवाभ्यहन्यन्त सशब्दस्तुमुलोऽभवत्। ततः श्वैतैर्हयैर्युक्ते महती स्यन्दने स्थितौ माधवः पाण्डवश्चैव दिव्यौ शङ्खौ प्रदध्मतुः पाञ्चजन्यं हृषीकेशो देवदत्तं धनञ्जयः पौण्ड्रं दध्मौ महाशङ्खं भीमकर्मावृकोदरः अनन्तविजयं राजा कुन्तीपुत्रो युधिष्ठिरः नकुलः सहदेवश्च सुघोषमणिपुष्पकौ काश्यश्च परमेश्वासः शिखण्डी च महारथः धृष्टद्युम्नो विराटश्च सात्यकिश्चापराजितः द्रुपदो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्वशः पृथ्वीपते सौभद्रश्च महाबाहुः शङ्खाद्दध्मुः पृथक् पृथक् सघोषोधार्तराष्ट्राणां हृदयानि व्यधारयत् नभश्च पृथिवीं चैव तुमुलो व्यनुनादय अथ व्यवस्थिता दृष्ट्वा धार्तराष्ट्रान् कपिध्वजः प्रवृत्ते शस्त्रसम्पाते धनुरुद्यम्य पाण्डवः हृषीकेशं तदा वाक्यमिदमाह महीपते अर्जुन उवाच सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये रथं स्थापयमेच्युत यावदेतान्निरीक्षेऽहं योद्धुकामानवस्थितान् कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यं स्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे योत्स्यमानानवेक्षेऽहं य एतेऽत्र समागताः धार्तराष्ट्रस्य दुर्बुद्धे युद्धे प्रियचिकीर्षवः सञ्जय उवाच एवमुक्तो हृषीकेशो गुडाकेशेन भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम् भीष्मद्रोणप्रमुखतः सर्वेषां च महीक्षिताम् उवाच पार्थ पश्यैतान् समवेतान् कुरुन्निति तत्र पश्यत् स्थितान् पार्थः पितॄन्नथ पितामहान् आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातॄन् पुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा स्वशुरान् सुहृदश्चैव सेनयोरुभयोरपि तान् समीक्षस्य स कौन्तेय सर्वान् बन्धूनवस्थितान् कृपया पर्याविष्टो विषीदन्निदमब्रवीत् और कृपया पर्याविष्टो विषीदन्निदमब्रवीत् अर्जुन उवाच दृष्ट्वेमं स्वजनं कृष्ण युयुत्सुं समुपस्थितं सीदन्ति मम गात्राणि मुखं च परिशुष्यति वेपतुश्च शरीरे मे रोमहर्षश्च जायते गाढीवं श्रंसते हस्तात् त्वक्चैव परिदह्यते न च शक्नोम्यवस्थातुं भ्रमतीव च मे मनः निमित्तानि च पश्यामि विपरीतानि केशव न च श्रेयोनुपश्यामि हत्वा स्वजनमाहवे न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण न च राज्यं सुखानि च किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वः Again, किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द किं भोगैर्जीविते न वा ॐ तत्सत् इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे अर्जुनविषादयोगो नाम प्रथमोऽध्यायः। हरि ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम्। We chatted till verse number 32. My nose is a little blocked, but as we always say, overall, if you are able to chat, it is okay. We are not going to try and forget the motive of the class. Yes, the motive of the class is to learn how to chat, but also understand the deeper meaning, right? So kindly pick up your Gita books and please chant. The vibrations that is created while you're chanting the Gita is divine. We do so much to build our immunity, right? chanting and Hari Naam are the greatest immunity boosters. Why? They keep you stress free. They keep you happy. They keep you connected to the universe. Bas. It is like, he's showering kripa on you all the time. It's blissful and beautiful. No words. No words indeed. So last week, we did verse number 31. Nimitani cha pashyami viparitani keshava nacha shreyo nupashyami hatva swajana bahave. That verse number 32 is Nakakshe Vijayam Krishna Nacha Rajyam Sukhani cha Kim no Rajena Govinda Kim Bhoger Jivite Nava. Right? So he's saying Nimitani Chapashyami Viparitani Keshava Nacha Shreyo Nupashyami Hatva Swajana Mahave. So last time we talked about the omens that he saw. He's saying all the omens around, bad omens, are indicating towards the fact that this war is going to be disastrous. It is not in the benefit of anybody to fight this war. And he's saying, see, I don't want anything. There is no kaksha hi nahi hai. There is no ichha, no kaksha. I don't want the blood of my near and dear ones in my hand. They are my swajan, they are my dearies, they are my beloved people, they are my family. And I don't want to have anything to do with their demise. Right? So the omens are not favorable, and I don't want to destroy or kill my own near and dear ones, no matter what. That is Arjuna. See, he sat down. He will soon, not only he put on his gardi, he's perspiring. We saw the bodily condition of his. He's dizzy, he's thirsty, he's perspiring, he's shivering, and there are tremors in his heart, his lips are dry, and he cannot hold on to his gardiv, all his strength is gone, and he is addressing Sri Krishna now. And then he goes on to say, Nakakshe Vijayam Krishna Charajam Sukhanicha. I am not, I have no desires. There is no desire in me for victory. In very simple words, he's saying, there is no desire in me for victory, and there is no desire or greed or will or want to enjoy the glories and the joy of having a kingdom of my own. What is the point? So he's saying, I am desireless. I don't want anything. I don't want victory. I don't want the joy of the kingdom also. Okay? And then he says, Kim no rajena govinda, kim bhoger jivite nama. What is the point of having the kingdom and the glory and the wealth and all the land that we are fighting for, where the people, the loved people who, all our children, grandchildren, uncles, aunts, Bhishma Pitama, Dronacharya, my brothers on this side and that side of the army, won't be there to enjoy the kingdom, the wealth, the comforts. What's the point? When they won't live to see and enjoy. What is the point of getting such a kingdom? When my kith and kin will die, they won't live to enjoy. Fair enough. And we will say, yes, it is logical. And Arjuna is such a great person. He's saying he's desireless. He's giving up everything. He's giving up name, fame, money. He's giving up victory. He's giving up his kingdom. He's giving up everything. For the love of whom? For the love of his kith and kin, his family standing on both sides of the army. Right? This is the picture he's painting right now, very clearly. And he's saying the omens and the universe, all the omens that are coming from the universe and the world around us are also telling me that I should not fight this war because it is going to be detrimental and disastrous. कहते हैं कि अपशुकुन है, bad omens. They are asking us to stop. So he's reading the environment, he's reading the universe, he's reading the omens, and he's saying even the omens are supporting what I am saying, Krishna. The omens are also asking us not to fight this war. Simple, full stop. बहुत सरलता से this great Arjun has given up everything. This divine Arjun has given us wealth, he has given us everything material, given up everything material, he has given up all the glories, he has given up everything for the benefit, for the greater good of his kith, kin, family and friends and the other people. Such a divine soul. But is that what it actually is? Huh? See, the situation is not different, right? The situation was the same when they knew all the pros and cons, they knew what will happen, they knew that there will be a lot of destruction, and yet they decided to fight the war, right? And suddenly, what dawned to him? That no, I don't want to fight the war because there's going to be too much destruction. क्या पहले नहीं पता था? पता था. What has changed? What has changed? Think. The thing that has changed is his outlook. Yes, we have discussed this. The thing that has changed is his outlook. Nothing else has changed. What has changed in his outlook? That everybody is mine. Everybody is related to my body. Basically, they are my blood relations. Right? So that has changed. So Krishna subtly told him this. And so when everything is mine, just like a doctor finds it very difficult to operate on his own son, Sri Arjun is now finding it very difficult to run this operation war on his near and dear ones. Fair enough. Right? And we have discussed in great length that this is not love, this is attachment. This is not being generous and big-hearted. This is becoming a coward. And he has also forgotten the underlying principle on which the war was run. This happens to all of us. We start walking on a path, or we take up a project, and we do certain things specifically to achieve a certain goal. But what happens is, in the hustle and bustle and in the run and the journey, we lose sight of that main goal. In organization, it is like the vision statement. They lose sight of the vision. The vision was over here in this battle, it was, this is a dharma yudh. It is not a personal yudh. This is a yudh between adharm and dharm. This is a yudh to establish dharma. However, over here, Arjun has totally gotten confused on the way. He has lost the entire vision statement, and he is saying this was a yudh to get back my kingdom, get back my land, to enjoy my wealth. Was that the purpose? No. So, when your entire vision is flawed, then your reasoning to support that vision is also going to be flawed. Right? So this was, and we have explained this in great depth. So this is the explanation that we have been doing so far, is on the physical plane, where there is a battlefield outside, there are relatives outside, there are people outside, there is a battle going on outside. So there is a me, and there is a them, and there is a battle. Okay. Now let's take the battle within. See, in Bhagavad Gita, or in any scripture for that matter, you have to go with it, because the same battle which is taking place outside is happening within. So it is just a reflection of what is happening within. And over here, you know what has happened to Arjun? If we look at it from the vices and the virtues, the sensuous desires at a state of desirelessness where you want to achieve the Satchit Anand Swarup. If you compare these two states, Arjun, when he went in the middle of the battlefield, and Sri Krishna, in the course of the lamentation, in the course of the talk that Arjun was, not lamentation at the time, when Arjun was gloating and condemning, Sri Krishna said, you keep saying on them, it is all yours. So that was scary for Arjun, right? Over here also, when we are fighting a battle within us, are our sensuous desires like somebody else's? No, they are ours. And all our desires, all our wants, all that we are today is because we desired, because we wanted, because our senses wanted. And suddenly, where just imagine there is a field, okay? This Gita is, and Arjun is not an ordinary person. Arjun is a very divine sadhak. So imagine now a field, okay? A field full of weeds. Weeds होते हैं ना, जंगली झाड़ वगैरह. A field full of weeds, and there is so much of weed, okay? Weed and all the unwanted plants and all. So what do you have to do? If you want to plant a crop, suppose a corn crop, what do you have to do first of all? You have to remove the weeds, right? You will remove everything that is unwanted on the field, right? The field will become barren, it will become empty, and only mud will be there so that you can plant the seed of corn or any other seed, papaya plant or whatever plant you like, mango plant. So you plant that seed. Once that is done, what will you do? Suddenly the crop will come? No, right? Just imagine it was lush green with lots of weeds and all that unwanted plants. And now you removed everything. And when you look at that field, even after you have planted the seed of corn or papaya or whatever fruit you like, what do you see? Immediately after that? An empty field. There is nothing on that field. Not one green leaf can you see on the field. And this is what happens to a sadhak. Where the thoughts of desires and weeds of, want and vices are removed one by one through his sadhana, through Harinam. It takes a lot of effort. See, a normal person has so many thoughts going on through his mind. Why don't you take a book, take a task, and keep writing the thoughts? One thought, two thoughts. Constantly there is a river gushing full of various thoughts. So what is the effort? You don't make an effort to stop the thoughts. Initially, what you do is you try to move from negative thoughts to positive thoughts, right? गलत ख्याल आ रहा है, उसकी जगह अच्छा ख्याल है. So you try and replace every negative thought with a positive thought. When you're feeling angry, you try to replace it with a thought of love. When you're jealous, you try to replace it with a thought of gratitude. When you are agonized, you try to replace it with a thought of joy. Where you feel you are deprived, you try to replace it with a thought of abundance, okay? So you keep doing that, but again, the river is still flowing, right? So the gush is still there, but the gush of negative thoughts through your sadhana or effort or Prabhu Kripa, I should say, because हमारे हाथ में कुछ खास होता नहीं है. So through that negative thought has become positive, but the river of thoughts is still there. Then when there is positive thought, what happens? Gradually, the thoughts go down. And this is proof, okay? Proof. Now take a proof. When somebody says you talk about anything, you will have so much to talk about. This gossip, that gossip, इसके बारे में बात, उसके बारे में बात, he did not do that, he did that. दुनिया जहान की बात करा लो, you'll talk on and on and on and on and on and monitor your talk. It will be mostly criticizing. It could be criticizing the situation, it could be criticizing the government, it could be criticizing your mother-in-law, it could be criticizing your friends, it could be criticizing your family, it could be criticizing the food, whatever. We have this carping spirit in us. We tend to talk more about negative. We always overlook the positive in our life, because for remembering and talking about the positive, it needs effort. Negative comes naturally to us. Is it right? No. We have conditioned ourselves, hence negative comes naturally to us. We are Satchit Anand Swarup. We are truth, never ending bliss and Anand. The truth, powerful energy of Anand. So positivity is natural to us. Nikta, when you talk to negative people, you feel drained. When you talk to positive people, you feel contented and happy. Your interactions show what you crave. Notice all this. We should not be blind about how we feel when we are interacting. What makes us feel happy? What makes us feel sad? How do we feel? Do we feel empty after we had a 1 hour discussion of gossip? Monitor. You will know. See, all these things need not be told by anybody. Somewhere deep in your heart, you know. वो बात अलग है कि we decide to, suppress it and lie to ourselves, and we make ourselves believe, this is not what we want or crave. That is up to you. Everybody has a choice. Prabhu has given everybody a choice. Nobody has been forced into anything. So over here, where were we? We were talking about the flow of thoughts. So the negative thoughts, and we have worked on immensely consciously with awareness and vigilance. Now lots of positive thoughts are running through our mind, right? And gradually, if you will notice that when you try to work on converting those negative thoughts to positive, the number of thoughts will start going down. And when the thoughts have gone down gradually, your mind is not full of the weeds of negative thought. Your mind is the field, your thoughts were the weeds, right? And now it is becoming calmer and calmer and emptier and emptier and emptier. But Arjun or many of the sadhaks are at that point where the weed is gone, right? Vices, negativity, thoughts have diminished. The mind is calmer now, but the fruits of bliss, the tree of bliss, it has not sprouted out yet. So that is a very dangerous point, because at that time there is vacuum. The field is empty because the weeds are gone and the new crop has not come yet. So at that time, you have to be very careful. And it happens to everybody. A sincere seeker goes through this. There will be a phase where आएगा दिमाग में कि दुनिया तो छूट गई, प्रभु अभी तक मिले नहीं. There is a very crude kind of a saying, ना धोबी का कुत्ता, ना घर का ना घाट का. दुनिया छूट गई प्रभु, तू मिला नहीं, कहाँ है? And it's very dangerous. You do not know whether you'll get him or not also. Because you have put the seed, but you do not know when the harvest will happen, or will the harvest happen. So this is what has happened to Arjun. But the beauty of Arjun is, at this time, he has stirred within because of his sadhana. देखिए, कहते हैं साधना गधा है. My nose is closed, so it's not coming out properly. गधा, ठीक है, साधना गधा है. Right? Sadhana is donkey. तो फिर क्यों करनी है साधना? What is the sadhana? अच्छा, again, this is my favorite question. What is the difference between sadhan and sadhana? What is sadhan? I'll give you a simple example. Sadhan is when you say, I have to control my senses, and hence I will observe a Maun Vrat, be in silence for 4 hours every day. That is sadhan. Or you'll say, I have to control my senses, So from now on, every Tuesday, I am going to fast. Okay, that is sadhan. Now, when does this sadhan, okay, becomes a sadhana? Huh? The sadhan becomes a sadhana when you want to keep quiet, not because you want to control your senses. You genuinely like to keep quiet because there is nothing to talk about. The only thing you can talk about is Hari Naam, which you are doing. Beyond that, you feel, why indulge his mouth in empty, mundane talks? Why waste my energy in the material talks? So that bond of 4 hours remains the same, but the objective of the bond has changed. The first bond was to control your senses of talk. The second bond is because you do not want to talk. Again, if you take food, the first going hungry was because you wanted to control your senses of hunger, but then you realize that there is no need to eat beyond a point. I need to eat only for survival. Plus, there are so many people who are going hungry. Why should I sin? Gluttony is sin. When that thought comes to your mind, you are still fasting. You're doing the same action of fasting on Tuesday, but it is not to control your senses. It is to give. You genuinely don't want to eat, not to control your senses, but you feel that it is not needed. There is no desire to eat. There is no sense to control. How does this happen? When does sadhan become sadhana? It's a very important thing. We feel that our sadhan of fasting on Tuesday, when will this sadhan of fasting on Tuesday become a sadhana of fasting on Tuesday? And how? Rather than asking when, let me ask you how. It will become a sadhana, will become a sadhana when Hari Kripa happens. So for making a sadhana to a sadhana, what do you have to do? Of course, persistency in fasting is theek, that has to be done. You have to keep fasting. But that will happen naturally and effortlessly when the Kripa happens. How does the Kripa happen? When you're constantly connected to the Lord. In thought, word and deed, you are always thinking about the Lord. Automatically, the vices will go away and the sprouts of pure virtues will start coming. And it won't be your effort. It will be Kripa of Hari Naam. So when we say control, yes, but it won't be suppression. It will happen. Sadhan will become sadhana because of sublimation. When you are elevated and always connecting to the Lord, all your vices, when both your hands are holding the feet of the Lord, automatically you will have to drop something, right? Because you have only 2 hands. When 2 hands are holding the feet of the Lord, all your hunger, your wanting to talk, your jealousy, anger, everything will have to be dropped. And when you're watering the plant of bhakti, the plant of anger will not be watered and it will wilt and go away. So is that your effort? No, it is Prabhu Kripa. And when this sadhan becomes effortless, effortless मतलब आपको भूख ही नहीं लग रही है, आपको बोलने की इच्छा ही नहीं हो रही है. See, till there is effort in doing anything, be it spiritual or not spiritual, be it in the material world or the spiritual world, again, let me tell you, ultimately, there is no material or spiritual division. All is spiritual only because we are Sanatan Dharmis, and in Sanatan Dharm, everything is a beautiful way of life. Right? There is no religion separately. Sanatan Dharm is equal to a way of life. So, but for our talk right now, everything will become so blissful. Every action will become effortless. How? Bhook hi nahi lagegi. The thought of hunger, the thought of the need to talk will not even occur. And then that Tuesday will be an effortless fast. That 4 hours of bliss and quiet won't be an effort to become quiet. It will be effortless. And that is when your sadhana has begun. Mind you, only when it becomes effortless, the sadhana has begun. Till there is effort, the sadhana has not even begun. So, for a sadhana to become a sadhana, it has to become effortless. It has to become not to control, but to give, but to love. And when it becomes effortless, you have just about taken the first step. भाई मेहनत तो करनी पड़ेगी. If you want to get into an IIT and an IIM or a college of your choice, the amount of effort you have to put in, ये तो भाई प्रभु की क्लास है, प्रभु का कॉलेज है, इसमें भी एफर्ट लगता है. ऐसा नहीं होता कि हाँ सुबह एक घंटी बजाई, एक आरती उतारी एंड इट इज डन. नो, ये तो आग का दरिया है और आपको डूब के ही जाना पड़ेगा. Sitting on the shore, you cannot assess the depth of the ocean. To know the depth of the ocean or to get the pearls from the bed of the ocean, you have to go and jump and take a dip and go in. It is again your choice. Who am I to say anything? Okay, it's all a personal choice, a personal journey. Now, Arjun has reached a phase where he has quieted all the other thoughts, right? And the sprouts of virtues, the tree of virtue has not erupted yet from the soil. So now he is scared. Okay? And he is looking around, he is saying कि मैं वहां का भी नहीं रहा और यहाँ का कुछ अता पता नहीं है. संसार मेरे हाथ से छूट गया, प्रभु मिलेंगे या नहीं मिलेंगे नहीं पता. एंड यस, संसार एक बार तो छोड़ना पड़ेगा. अब कैसे छोड़ना पड़ेगा? आप घर छोड़ के चले जाए? नो, नोबडी इज आस्किंग यू टू लीव योर हाउस. स्टेइंग इन द हाउस, you do the essential, right? Cut off the frills. There are so many frills that we are into, right? We'll go out, we'll go for coffee, we'll go for a movie, we will go for parties. It's your choice again. I am just telling you what the Gita and currently Sri Parabhats Yogananda ji has said, and what all the gurus speak. Okay, or this divine knowledge is nobody's copyright. सीधी सी बात है. It is all common. It is everything is being said in the Shastras. Who are we? We are just repeating it. And where is our buddhi? Our buddhi is सीमित ना. जितना व्यास आसन है उससे ज़्यादा तो हम बोल ही नहीं सकते वैसे भी. So this is not a personal thing which I am giving to you from my pocket or something. No, it is all written and which I am quoting. So you go around and indulge in the world and you say sansar thodi chota. Nobody is asking you to leave that sansar. But your sansar is your duty, that basic duty that you have to do towards people and your family. Beyond that are frills. It is your choice whether you want to indulge or not. But if you want to go into the depths of the ocean of divine bliss, the frills have to be cut off somewhere. You cannot, कि दोनों नाव पर सवार होके आप डूब जाओगे. For now, there are two boats. You will say, no, I will actually balance the material world and the spiritual world. ऐसा नहीं होता. There is no balance. या इस पार या उस पार. A person who tries to balance falls. So how do you do it? As we always say, make a spiritual base and then build your material world around it. So over here, Arjun has cut all the frills. He is doing all the basic necessities that he is supposed to do. So all the frills have been cut off. And what happens? It is a very basic thing. You stop going out. People will call you once. People will call you twice. The third time, they won't even call. So dhire, there will be a level of isolation around you. Right? Now, abhi tak it is ekant. We talked about ekant also, right? It is where by choice you are alone. But it does not take too much time for this ekant to become akelapan, loneliness. So this isolation to turn into a misery or bliss is again in your hand. So over here Arjun says, I don't want to, because I don't like this vacuum. Why should I leave my sensual desires? Why should I leave all the sense pleasures? Why should I not indulge? What I don't want it. He's what Arjun is actually talking to is when he's talking to Krishna, he's telling and convincing himself that he does not want any spiritual bliss. He does not want Vaikunth. He does not want moksha. He does not want mukti. He does not want the glories which this journey promises. He wants to indulge in his senses. He wants to have good desires. He wants to revel in this material world. He is suddenly saying, I'm not going to kill. What is he not going to kill? I don't want to kill my desires. I don't want to kill my sensual pleasures. I don't want to kill my wants. I don't want to kill my vices also. Because there is no guarantee कि बाद में कुछ और मिलने वाला है. Suddenly, he's saying, so simply what he's saying is, all the omens are suggesting that I should not kill my swajanam. What are my swajan? My sensual senses, the pleasures of the senses, my amazing desires, my craving for money and my craving for name and fame. What is wrong in it? We sometimes say, उसमें गलत क्या है? See, if you talk to people, they're going to tell you, what is so wrong in enjoying yourself? There is nothing wrong in enjoying yourself. That's a choice you've made. But over here, Arjun is a sadhak. He has made the choice to choose the divine. He has made the choice of the spiritual path. He is not an ordinary person. He is a sadhak. He is walking on the path. And he knows. His journey, initially, he was all set. He said, I'll destroy all my vices. Yahi hua tha na? Till verse 20, he was like, I'll kill all my desires. I'll kill all my vices. I'll kill all the greed. I'll kill all the sensual pleasures. Nothing negative will remain in me. I am at any cost going to reach my Satchidanand Swarup. And what happened? Psst. What did Krishna do? Suddenly there was a vacuum. And then you said, oh my God. See, this phase comes when you have actually practiced it properly. And that is what has happened to Arjun. And there is, even Krishnananda Swamiji puts it in the same way, just like Yogananda ji. And this is what he is talking about. It is saying very clearly, I will just read it out to you a bit. O soul, I do not perceive any beneficial results to be gained by slaying my intimate sense habits. Okay? My mind loathes the idea of destruction of sense pleasures. I crave nothing, neither mental victory, nor the kingdom of soul happiness, anand nahi chahiye, nor sense pleasures. So what he's saying is, I don't see any use in destroying all sense comforts. He's saying, why should I leave my comforts? I sleep on the bed, I have good, nice comforts. Why should I give away my comforts? For what? He is questioning, why should I give away my comforts? When we say, right, let's be minimalists. You say, why should I be minimalist? When I can afford a 5-bedroom house, when I can afford the most expensive cars, when I can afford an Antilla of Mukesh Ambani ji, why not? Prabhu ne hame itna sab diya hai, so we should enjoy it. That is what Arjuna is saying. He says, down with both spiritual and sense happiness. मुझे तो ना spiritual happiness चाहिए, ना sense happiness चाहिए. So first he says, why should I leave all this? And then suddenly he says, I don't want either. छोड़ो, मुझे तो कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए. Just imagine this state. See, this is what happens to everybody on this journey. And this is what has happened to Arjuna. And we have to be very careful. We can justify these things to ourselves, right? But ask yourself a question. When God has given you so much, should you increase the size of your table? Should you increase the standard of living or the standard of giving? Nobody, see, in our Shastras, dharma, arth, kam, moksha. So arth, that is wealth, is not condemned. But how you are getting that wealth and where you are using that wealth are very important. Desires, kam, is not condemned. But what kind of desires do you nurture? Right? And if you are established in dharma first, what is your dharma? Is your dharma as a mother to be a mother, a dharma as a brother to be a brother? No. Those are theek hai, those are your duties. Your dharma is to be in your Satchit Anand Swarup. So first you make yourself established in dharma. This is me, I am Satchit Anand Swarup. When I am Satchit Anand Swarup, everything around me is Satchit Anand Swarup. Then what kind of wealth will you earn? Arth kya ho jayega uspe? Huh? Arth, yes, you will have the will to earn. But you will never make a mistake or you will never harm anybody to get the money that you are getting. Your money will be pure and nice. It will be a nobly earned money. And how will you use it? Will you splurge it on your Louis Vuittons or your Burberrys or your iPhones or your Apples or your bungalows? No. You are going to use it for people who need it. See, you can vehemently deny, but this is the truth, whether you like it or not. And what kind of desires will you have? The desires to become famous? No. The desires to give. Desires to take? No. The desire to serve. And when you are established in dharma, and the earth element is managed like this for others, and the desire is also for others, what happens? Moksha. What is moksha? Is moksha after death? No. Moksha can happen right now. After death तो rebirth होगा भाई. मोक्ष जीते जी होता है. That is a confusion. मोक्ष मिल गया उसको. अरे मोक्ष कैसे मिल गया? जिसको जीते जी मोक्ष नहीं मिला है, उसको मरने पर मोक्ष कैसे मिल सकता है? बताओ भला. Moksha will happen right now, right this. What is moksha? Moksha is freedom. The realization that you were never bound. And what is Arjun condemning? All this. Clearly he is saying, ये सब मुझे पता है, पर मुझे नहीं करना है. And then the justifications for it. That is what we all do. The justifications for not following what is actually the path of Sanatana Dharma. Then we'll give 1,000 justifications. Please self-analyze. देखिए, this chapter of Arjun Vishad Yoga, or the chapter of despondency or grief of Arjun, is not an external chapter. This chapter again and again and again I'm repeating. Please internalize it, read it, analyze it. Not keeping Arjun in mind, keeping yourself in mind. What is Gita? Again, Gita is a human manual. The sooner we understand how to live this life, how to operate this human birth, what is the purpose, it is like a manual. The sooner you understand it, the better quality of life you will lead. So Arjun over here is a sadhak who has been successful in removing all the weeds, but when he sees that empty field where the sprouts of bliss and Anand have not yet come, is wanting to retrace his journey and is telling Sri Krishna or his own being, that his own Satchit Anand Swarup, which is yearning to shine out. He's putting one veil after another, one explanation after another, one argument after another on it, and is saying, what's the use? Mujhe nahi chahiye, mujhe nahi chahiye. He's justifying it. Why should I kill my sense pleasures? Why should I give up my comforts? Why should I care about others more than myself? Why should I not wear a Louis Vuitton? Carry a Louis Vuitton? Louis Vuitton, whatever you pronounce it as, whatever. Why? How does it matter? Why should I not wear leather shoes? देखिए, arguments, for sake of arguments, you can argue. But please argue. Go on. It's very good. That is what Arjuna is doing. And what is Shri Krishna doing? Shri Krishna is quiet. He won't open his mouth only. He says, कर लो भाई, बोल लो, justify कर लो, जितना करना है कर लो. See, no amount of arguments, no amount of justification, no amount of falsification can hide the truth. And the truth is, I am Satchit Anand Swaroop, and the entire yearning is to get established in that Swaroop of mind. Why do we crave joy? Why do we crave sensuous pleasures? Why do we crave comforts? Because it gives us peace. It gives us a momentary sense of being established in Anand. It gives us status quo. So true. You don't crave for grief, right? You want joy, you want comfort, you want happiness. Everything that you do, everything that you buy, all the people that you talk to, all the people you don't talk to, is for this one thing: joy, peace of mind. Ultimately, you are trying to get momentary joys. You are looking for Anand. But again, Arjuna is saying, I have been looking for Anand inside. By destroying all of this, I don't want to. What is the good? What is the use? Think about it. What is the use? I repeat, what is the use to give up sensuous pleasure? What is the use to give up desires? What is the use to give up wants? What is the use to think about other people? What is the use of not hoarding? What is the use of not helping? Why should I? चलो कहते ना अभी मैं बहुत आराम से हूँ. Live life, enjoy, be merry. Like yesterday, Bhaiji said it very beautifully. हम दो, हमारे दो, खाने दो और सोने दो. तो यही चाहिए हमें, और क्या चाहिए. हम दो, हमारे दो, खाने दो, सोने दो. ये सब झिकाल है ना, ये जो स्क्रिप्चर्स में लिखी हुई, इसको जाने दो. राइट? But we should remember, as Yoganandaji says, it is not to the long established sense upstarts. क्योंकि ये sensuous desire and this desire for the world and Maya and name, fame, money is a very embedded conditioned desire which has been there from birth after birth. तो एकदम से मुश्किल है इससे fight करना. But he's saying it is not to the long established sense upstarts in the bodily kingdom that the devotee owes his loyalty. We don't owe our loyalty to all that. But to the long banished soul perceptions. Our loyalty is not to fulfill our senses and desires. Our loyalty is to get established in our Satchit Anand Swaroop. So true. There's a lot to think about. We'll continue. So, what we did today is we talked about external attachments and all. We have been talking about that. Today we brought the journey of Gita within, and we analyzed it based on the tug of war that happens within us when we are on the spiritual path. Spirituality is not a religion. Hinduism is not a religion. We are Sanatan Dharmis. Sanatan Dharma is a way of life. And the way of life that Sanatan Dharma teaches us is of this kind. He may pass through dairy tests in which he comes down from the state for a while, typified in the despondency of Arjuna. But as long as the devotee continues to make the effort, the haunting memory of that pure joy will call again and again to urge him forward on the divine path. Dekho. See, beautifully, again, that forgets there is somewhere in us, we know that somewhere in us there is this knowledge that kuch to hai that is calling us, right? But we suppress it, and we have become a slave to the senses, right? Our indriyas, we are the slaves of our 5 karma indriyas and 5 gyan indriyas and our mind. So much so that we have started believing that I am the mind, I am the karma indriya, I am the gyan indriya. There is the story, right? I think it is the story of Puranjana. The story of Puranjana and Srimad Bhagavat. We'll share it with you, so you can read it. Where we have falsely identified with our body, we have identified with our senses, we have identified with our mind, we have forgotten that we are not the body, we are not the mind, we are not the senses, we are Satchidanand Swarup. And instead of we being the masters, we have become the slaves. But somewhere we know that ये सब गलत है, सही तो ये नहीं है, right? तो अर्जुन को पता है, पर that upsurge of habits is not leaving him also. Kindly think about it. We'll go into the depth of it again next week, but it will require a lot of manan on your part. Gita is not a scripture which can be just heard and forgotten about. Gita is a scripture. In fact, all the scriptures have to be heard, not to be answered. Sunna hai. We have to Shravan. Shravan is very important. What is Shravan? Shravan is where you listen for the sake of listening, not listen for the sake of asking, or not listen for the sake of analyzing, or not listen for the sake of answering back. आप श्रवण करिए, ठीक है? So, see, many people are telling me that Zoom classes is not needed. You shravan, now whatever is being said, as it is right now, nobody is expecting you to answer back. It is a session. Kindly listen to it. After listening to it, mull over it. Manan, chintan, manan. Read about it. Right? Think about it. Analyze. Introspect. Spend time. And then you will eventually know what is right or wrong. And then ask. Instant asking and answering is not needed. A two-way session is not needed. Whatever is being said, take a book, start writing down points. And then analyze. Internalize. Keep musing. Keep doing manan. Keep mulling over it like a cow. The cow takes it all in, right? The cow takes all the food in and then it brings it out and it chews it. Chew, 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 chew. That is how this is supposed to be done. It has always been done like this. This is nothing new that I am talking about. It has always been done like this. Kindly work on it. Kindly try and understand. Rest is your choice. Right? Let's close the class. We have overshot quite a bit today. And we will close the session with this beautiful bhajan. Now today, why are we doing this bhajan? Because we are calling out to the Guru. We need a Guru. अब वो है भा भरोसा हनुमंता, बिना हरि कृपा मिले नहीं संता. ए प्रभु, ऐसी कृपा करो कि गुरु रहे हमारे पास, एक गाइडेंस मिल जाए, गुरु मिल जाए. गुरु की बहुत ज़रूरत होती है ज़िंदगी में. बट Guru can be anything. Even the Granth can be your Guru. Tell the scripture. Tell you are my Guru. You will help me understand what is being said. So over here. He mere Guru Dev Karuna Siddhu Karuna Kijiye. He mere Guru Dev Karuna Siddhu तू करुणा कीजिए. हो अधम अधीन आशरण अब शरण में लीजिए. हो अधम अधीन आशरण अब शरण में लीजिए. हे मेरे गुरुदेव करुणा सिद्धू करुणा कीजिए. खा रहा हूँ गोते में भव सिंधु सिद्धू के बजधार में खा रहा हूँ गोते में भव सिद्धू के बजधार में। आसरा है दूसरा कोई ना अब मेरा संसार में। आसरा है दूसरा कोई ना अब संसार में। है मेरे गुरुदेव करुणा सिद्धू करुणा कीजिए। है मेरे गुरुदेव करुणा सिद्धू करुणा कीजिए। पाप बोझे से लदी नैया भंवर में आ रही। पाप बोझे से लदी नैया भंवर में आ रही। लात दौड़ो अब बचाओ जल्द डूबी जा रही। लात दौड़ो अब बचाओ जल्द डूबी जा रही। पाप बोझे से लदी नैया भंवर में आ रही। नात दौड़ो अब बचाओ जल्द डूबी जा रही। हे मेरे गुरुदेव करुणा सिद्धू करुणा कीजिए। हो अधम अधीन अशरण अब शरण में लीजिए। आप भी यदि छोड़ देंगे फिर कहाँ जाऊंगी मैं। आप भी अगर छोड़ देंगे फिर कहाँ जाऊंगी मैं। जन्म दुख से नाव कैसे पार कर पाऊंगी मैं। जन्म दुख से नाव कैसे पार कर पाऊंगी मैं। है मेरे गुरुदेव करुणा सिद्धू करुणा कीजिए। हूँ अधम अधीन अशरण अब शरण में लीजिए। सब जगह मंजुल भटक कर अब शरण ली आपकी। सब जगह मंजुल भटक कर अब शरण ली आपकी। पार करना या न करना दोनों मर्जी आपकी। हो पार करना या न करना दोनों मर्जी आपकी। पार करना या न करना दोनों मर्जी आपकी। हे मेरे गुरुदेव करुणा सिद्धू करुणा कीजिए। हो अधम अधीन अशरण अब शरण में लीजिए। सब जगह मंजुल भटक कर अब शरण ली आपकी। पार करना या न करना दोनों मर्जी आपकी। हो पार करना या न करना दोनों मर्जी आपकी। प्रभु पार करना या न करना दोनों मर्जी आपकी। श्री पार करना या न करना दोनों मर्जी आपकी। हरि राम हरि राम हरि राम हरि राम। बोलो श्याम बोलो श्याम बोलो श्याम बोलो श्याम। हरि राम हरि राम हरि नाम उत्तम नाम है। श्री राम राम उत्तम नाम है, हरे राम हरे राम। श्री राम उत्तम नाम है, श्री श्याम उत्तम नाम है, हरि नाम उत्तम नाम है। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, वासुदेवाय वासुदेवाय। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी, जय बोलो हनुमान की। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी, जय बोलो हनुमान की। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी, जय बोलो हनुमान की। जय बोलो हनुमान की, जय बोलो हनुमान की। जय बोलो हनुमान की। बोलो बजरंग बली की जय। जय श्री राम, जय श्री कृष्ण, जय श्री हनुमान। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। राम राम